graffiti was a major element in what got you into hip hop culture. But like everybody who loves hip hop, everybody rhymes. Whether your rhymes are whack or your rhymes were profound, everybody wanted to find their voice and speak. Tell me about if you ever had that experience and how far did you take it?
By default, I became an MC just hanging with Fatal. I was doing graffiti and I was popping, and I rubbed off on Fatal too because he actually started doing a little bit of graffiti as well, and we'll be writing on walls and stuff together. But anyway, like just hanging with Fatal as kids, he was nasty. He was one of the best MCs of all time to me, one of the best that ever touched the mic. This cat, and to be so young, you know, I'm talking we like 12, 13, 11 years old, like that young. This cat could just rap. Like he would sit here and just off the head just rap, and it sound like he wrote it down. Now he did write as well, but he was phenomenal. So what happened was, one day we were in the lunchroom, and this is crazy because knowing him since we was yay high, I actually didn't even know he rapped until, and I'm hanging with him. That's the funny part. I'm hanging with him, didn't even know he was nice. So we were in the lunchroom. That's when we used to beat on the tables and people beatbox, freestyle, do whatever. So it was this my man. His name is Jay Sample now. He was real nice back in the day. He used to battle my man Nubby, and like a lot of cats used to be there battling each other. So Fatal snuck out of his class, or he cut class or something, and came into our lunch period, and they was like Fatal, battle him. Well, he wasn't even Fatal. He wasn't even Fatal back then. Pardon me, MC Bruce. And by the way, I was there when he started calling himself Fatal, and why he started calling himself Fatal. That's another story. See, I know the history. People don't know except for me and Sal. But anyway, they said, Bruce, take him out, and he did. You know, and I'm like, wait a minute, where did this come from? You know, so just hanging around him, that made me want to rap, because he'll do the school talent shows and we'll be in the park and he'll just be rapping, and I was like, man, I was just liking the response he was getting from the girls and from everybody around. I'm like, nah, man. I started jotting stuff down, and he would always want to freestyle, and I couldn't do it at first. I used to get mad a lot. I'm like, man, you know I can't freestyle. He'll just, every day we'll be chilling, he'd be like, let's freestyle. So after a while, he created a monster basically back then. He created a monster, because once I learned, I was nasty. You know? Okay.
Now, as an MC, you always have a message that you want to give out, whether you're the nicest, you're the sexiest, you political, or whatever. And coming from there, being an MC is a natural transition to either leader, entrepreneur, actor, socialist. What was your transition from the microphone into the next step of your hip-hop development?
It was a little bit of everything you mentioned. Definitely had a message. I wanted to send a positive message. I wanted to let people know that basically you can do it too. Like KRS once said, I'm not Superman because anybody can. You know, and as far as like entrepreneur, like I decided to get behind the scenes, because from rapping, shows, and I made a record in '93, I'm Vexed and Snafu. Just being in the loop and being in the circle, just going to different seminars and things like that, being backstage at different places, like Montclair Library one time had a rap contest, and the winner, you know, like Queen Latifah actually was the judge. I won that, you know. I met Latifah then, and I met Shakim. Just being in certain places and being at the right time, you know, at the right place, you know. I just started picking up on like motion, things like that. Like I met Bilal Allah from Rap Pages magazine one day. I was actually on my way to actually do a show, and I met Bilal Allah on the New York City subway train. He's from Cali, but he was with Rap Pages magazine, and he gave me a free issue with Eric B. and Rakim on there. That's when Don't Sweat the Technique came out. And they had an ad in there that said, we're looking for street promoters. So I right away filled it out, mailed it back. They didn't get back to me, but a few years later, Jay Smooth, shout out to Jay Smooth from the B-Boy Kingdom, he hollered back. He asked if I still wanted to be a street promoter. And I said, yeah, started street promoting for them. I did well. And he made me Eastern Regional all over the East Coast. I handled all the promotions. And then he one day said, if you go to the hot spots, like go to the different concerts and things like that, just write a piece about it and take pictures. That's what launched my hip-hop journalism career. You know?
Well, let me ask you this, because that kind of struck a nerve with me, because journalism and telling the story is basically what a reporter does. And in many circles of hip-hop, we have so many talented people that do not get heard. Promotion is the key to survival in the entertainment industry. How detrimental is it for a person to put something out and not promote it?
That's basically, you're wasting your time if you do that. I'm gonna just tell you right now. Because first of all, like with promotion, that's how people are gonna know who you are. If you just make a mixtape or a record or what have you, I mean, you got social media now, but even with social media, if you're not active, nobody's gonna know nothing, you know? That's like, for instance, say, Lucky Charms or what have you. They didn't have those commercials and they didn't have those ads in newspapers and magazines or what have you. If they didn't have, like, I say, posters and billboards and stuff, nobody would know nothing. So they can't support you if they don't know about you.
But that's funny, because even me, I've done videos for certain MCs, and like after 10 weeks, the video gets like, if it wasn't for me, and I'm not blowing myself up, I just want to teach them, you can't have 5 shares in a month.
Nah.
That doesn't make sense. You know what I'm saying? Let me ask you this way. The key to survival is letting people know you're there.
Yeah.
A closed mouth does not be fed.
Yeah.
An MC with no microphone has no speech.
A DJ with no turntables
Can't
ain't
spin.
no DJ.
Right.
And he can't, can't get busy.
So as a MC, graffiti artist, b-boy, promoter, whatever, how do you effectively get the people to know you're there and continue your success?
Here's one way. Simple. Flyers. I'm a Zulu member. I'm in the Zulu Nation. Been in since '94. But this is when we used to have our anniversaries. I used to do promotion for them, and here's another one. My sister Mac, shout out to her, Island Goddess Entertainment. This is one of her ski trips that she was giving. So, and even this, for example, if she didn't have these and I wasn't doing her promotions, nobody would even know about the trip, So you gotta do stuff like that. You gotta, like I do printing as well, you gotta build your brand. Whatever way, like you could do a brochure or something. But either way, you gotta do something. You gotta build your brand. You gotta put pins. You gotta have business cards too, because if you're an entrepreneur, if you're a businessman, a businesswoman, you gotta have business cards. And how are you gonna really present yourself to anybody and you really just have nothing? You're just saying, well, here's my new CD or what have you, or yeah, I'm a rapper or I'm a DJ or whatever. You just talking. But people like to see things. Like they like to see whatever, like you got stickers. That's another thing. Stickers is one of the best ways, because it's almost like graffiti artists. You're getting up, you know, you're throwing the stickers on, like wherever, all through the city, the county, the state, whatever. You know, so that's like a couple of the ways that you can get yourself out there. You know, just like my new venture. You know, we got the flyers here, Vibe Killer. This is one of the ways that you can get into the stores. Because me just coming up into a store saying, oh, we got this new liquor, and I'm just talking, they can be looking at me like, like, how do we know that? But see, when you have things like this, then they can take you more serious. They can be like, okay, I see where you're coming from. See, it has information. Like, you can have your information, your number, email, social media, what have you. It just makes things 100% better. You know, than for you just telling somebody, like, I do this, I do that, because they can be like, yeah, so does he, and so does she, and, you know. Build your brand, let your presence be known. Y'all gonna learn today.